in places like, I think in Denmark, like that, they will still have their queen. The monarchy hasn't gone away. The most famous of it is the House of Windsor. And God is saying that this thing, the tradition of men dressing as women, goes back to the Windsors, which means that they are participants in it, which means that you can look at the House of Windsor. I've said this in a previous prophecy, and you will see the men sitting there. You will see the hard-faced men. And the reason they're becoming hard-faced is because they're older now. God is speaking of a tradition where I've said that the young men in a family, when the baby is born, depending on the kind of strategic marriages that they want to get involved in, if they know that the King of Spain is becoming particularly powerful when a little boy enters the family, they will start trancing him from the get-go. They will not admit that a prince has been born into the family. They will say the wonderful little princess is here. The only people are the people who, especially in those days with the kind of medical care that they had, the doctor had to be taken into the confidence. You could not just be rude to a medieval doctor, especially because he knew all the secrets of the crown. I've told you that the doctor knew, the butlers and the ladies in waiting and the ladies' maids know. There is no way that a woman is bringing up 6 buckets of steaming hot water to put it in a tub and then is told, bathe the princess. And this woman has birthed her own children and she knows a man's back when she sees one. That's why you see in these little shows that they do, they will always say to the ladies' maids, keep your tongue, hold your tongue before you lose it. Because if that tongue ever gets drunk at home and begins to say, I know the secret the queen is hiding, then you're going to end up on the gallows for saying that the queen is a man, for saying that the princess is a man. Compliments to your mother, your aunt, your sister, or another real woman. You reserve them for the male trance that you're in love with. This thing angers God. It may not anger you, but it angers God. And he's saying that this tradition of men dressing as women goes back to the Windsors and even beyond them. So the Windsors are a very old, ancient family. Queen Elizabeth has had many, many, many other kings and queens in the tradition before her. She's the visible monarch that we knew now in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. That's a lot of decades that this woman has been living. And God is saying, look beyond the Windsors that you know now. The Prince Harry with a Meghan Markle, whose moon bump used to change shape every other week in her pregnancy. And one day it actually fell to her knees. Go and do your homework. Go and look up how she came to an event and the moon bump was in place. And then when she was leaving, the thing toppled to her feet. Her belly was flat and then she had a huge pillow-sized lump stuck under her dress. And I don't know how the people with her didn't watch her or tell her that. Nobody told her that the thing had fallen. I don't know if she couldn't feel it, but the pictures are right there on the internet. You that always take pictures holding your stomach, the celebrities are holding their stomach because there have been quite a few accidents in the past. That's the reason they always cradle the moon bump. They always hold the belly. I have seen non-moon bump people, real women, saying in comment sections, why do they always hold their stomach like that? It's not like it's ever going anywhere. Now you know their version of the belly can move, can shift, can even move in the dress, which is why the new moon bumps, the new fake stomach gets glued on. That's why when they post their workout routine in front of you, it's not moving. I can tell you right now, it's a full bodysuit. When you see them showing you the belly, what don't you see? You don't see the bodysuit. Every woman knows what a bodysuit is. The bottom of a bodysuit goes on just like a swimming suit. So when it goes, no matter how low the belly is, once they put shorts on or pants on or leggings on, even if the whole moon bump is out, you will never see the moon bump join because it's actually flowing down exactly like female underwear does. You step into your moon bump like a swimsuit. And then what else about it? It comes up on the body and then it is literally glued on so that even with movement and exertion, such as them showing you their workout routines, the top of the moon bump will sit inside the bra. So it goes all the way up and then sits inside the bra so that all you will see is a pure wall of flesh. So to you looking and saying, it looks real to me, you don't know anything. That wore the crown. So then which blog am I getting this one from? That God is saying, you might look at a Henry VIII. Chubby man, he's appearing to us. Face full of whiskers, which God has now revealed. Whiskers is nothing more than the end clippings of hair pasted onto a face for a day or for a season. Pasted on carefully. You and the butler, you and the lady's maid, and the butler is saying, sire, your laugh is a little too high. We men are usually a little lower. The same way we have watched so many movies. As the woman teaches a man how to be a woman to sneak him in somewhere. As girls learn how to be a man to sneak in somewhere. This cross-dressing theme is throughout all of America's movies. It's throughout all of America's movies. Everything that Americans have watched, laughed at, looked at has been these people declaring openly that yes, the men do dress as women, and yes, the women do dress as men. They put it as comedy. Sometimes they